Hi, my name is Dominic and I'm back with this YouTube channel. We will be focusing on B2B and how to sell and market your products or services. So let's start with the beginning. This will be a whole, not even chapter, but this will be a whole free course on B2B sales and marketing, which will be completely free. My name is Dominic, as I said. I'm the founder and CEO of Meet Ergo. I have around 6 or 7 years of experience in B2B sales and marketing as well as product development. I have a company called Meet Ergo. As I told you, we've bootstrapped it. It's around 100K MRR right now, completely bootstrapped. And we are also running a second product, Autolink AI, which automatically finds and detects internal link on your blog post and sets them automatically. For Webflow, which is the only app that is doing it, that really works. And for WordPress, I think it's also the only app that does it with AI and does it automatically with just one click. So how can we launch a successful B2B startup? Let me start with an anecdote. A friend of mine is running a solar business. They are installing solar panels for B2B real estate, basically. And they developed a project management and monitoring software that they use to coordinate their projects with their builders that build the solar panels, that install them. And they thought about maybe making this SaaS. So how does it work? What features are important? How can we even validate if there is a market for it? Because this is the most important thing. If there is no market for it and it's only an idea that you or I think is valuable, it's just a thought. It's nothing more. We need to validate this. And how can we validate our ideas? Let's jump straight into it. I will show you how to do it in a fast, cost-effective way. And if you need the third thing, just think about it and let me know. Let's go. Let's move into it. So first of all, we need to find a hypothesis. So what is a hypothesis? Basically, it's an educated guess about our problem we are trying to solve or an opportunity we want to capitalize on. So, for instance, in the solar industry, the hypothesis would be in B2B, there are sustainability managers or whoever, there are companies that need to monitor their solar production, that their solar panels are producing. They want to monitor all the data and they want to streamline the process of installing them. So why is this hypothesis crucial? Basically, it's a framework for our customer discovery process. And if we know that our hypotheses are right, we know how to talk to our clients or leads, and we also know what their problems are and what their language is. So it's the most important thing we really need to nail down. And an effective hypothesis is a very specific and testable one, which is also connected to our business goals. So how can we come up with that? So let's look at two hypotheses, and you tell me which one is the good one and which one is the bad one. I'm making this up on the spot. So the first one, I told you already, is I am running a solar company. Think about it, what you are doing. So maybe even let me do it with Autolink. I created Autolink, which sets internal links automatically. So we need two things. We need a website to find the internal links, and we need someone that is doing SEO, because if they are not doing it, it's not worth it. So my hypothesis was there are SEOs, like people with the job title SEO, search engine optimization, optimizer, whatever you want to call them. They are creating internal links manually. That's my hypothesis. And my hypothesis is also that if I create a product that does this automatically and can set thousands of links, it will be a great benefit for those people. That's my hypothesis. How can I test it? I can approach those people and see if they really like it. So I can write them an email, I can connect with them on LinkedIn, or I can even call them. And the second hypothesis is internal. The second hypothesis would be to create an internal linking tool for SEOs. I mean, yeah, that's cool, but it makes everything much harder because I need to find I need to think about like what is really saving the time. Is it like the manual setting, SEOs? Who do I target? Do I target them in Germany? But if I say I want to target SEOs that use Webflow that are located in Germany or the US, I can already nail it down. I can use Sales Navigator, I can use Lucia or whatever. I can use so many tools and find them. So it really comes down to how good our hypotheses are. And we can also create multiple. So sometimes it's also about the angle or about the job title, about the person inside the company we need to talk to. Maybe it's not the right person. If I'm selling a tool that might be used by marketing or sales, I need to validate my hypothesis if sales is the right contact person or marketing. Because, for example, if it's sales and I think it's marketing, I can reach out to 10,000 of marketers and everyone will tell me I don't need it. But maybe if I reach out to 10,000 people in sales, 100 people will tell me they need it. And that's a really good sign. So let's move on. Let's identify this ideal customer profile. What is an ICP? It's the ideal customer we want to have, basically that would use our tool. The person that has the most value of our tool. Why is it important? Because we need to find them, learn how they talk, learn where they are, how they behave, and what their problems are. So we can really nail down and talk to them. And basically sell our products to them. So common ICP factors are industry, company size, job title, pain points, and budget. And I really think this is a good one. So for instance, if everything matches, let's say we started out for our application, we thought, okay, startups really need scheduling, they really need to close deals. Everything was perfect for our ICP, but the budget was missing. Startups don't have a budget. So I can come up with the best tool for them. They won't buy it if they don't have any budget. So I need to look for bigger startups, maybe even increase the company size. And that's how we can tweak those hypotheses and find the right one that works. So let's do a customer interview. Whoops. Because that's a really good way to verify our hypotheses. So let's jump back to the solar panel anecdote. So we need to prepare. We need to craft interview questions based on the ICP. And to be honest, that's a way to do it, but it's like research and you don't really know if they are just kind to you, they just want to tell you, they just want to be nice. Most of the time they will not have time to do this. Like if you call them and tell them like, oh, I want to do I want to do an interview with you, they will just say, I don't have time, let's forget about it. So what can we do? And what should we do? We should try to sell them in the initial message without even having anything. So let's say we are cold calling someone. What we can do is we can create a cold call script. And most of the time, it will be the same script over and over again. In German or English, it works the same. Maybe even you can try your language that you are speaking as well, like Polish, Spanish, whatever. I believe it could also work. So the opener would be something like, hi, this is Dominik Rapetsky. Am I speaking to XYZ? They say yes, you say great. To be honest, I'm in sales. Do you have a minute? Or do you have 30 seconds? Or do you prefer to hang up? And this is a permission-based opener. You just ask this line. And if they say yes, which 90% they will say yes, trust me, I tested this, or even more than 90%, then we can go into listening or asking them the question. They will say, okay, go for it. And we will ask them the specific pain point we came up with in our hypothesis. So, for instance, in this solar management game, we ask them, we tell them this line. So we asked the permission opener, they said yes, and now we say, okay, we are talking to many, insert ICP, in this case, head of sustainability. We are talking to many head of sustainability, and they are telling us that their solar panel monitoring is not the best, and it lacks important data, XYZ. And now you add the question, how much can you relate with this on a scale from 1 to 10? And now they will tell you 1 or 10, and regardless what they say, you just ask, why is it a 1, why is it a 10, what makes you happy? And this is the listening part. And once you reach out to 10 people for each hypothesis. When you talk to them, you can do this also via LinkedIn, but calling is easier. So you just get this tool, Lucia, for instance, you get the number, you call them. You can filter through ICP and just call them. It's like 40 euros or $40, and that's it. You get, I think, 100 numbers or something like that. You can call enough people. So you call them, you listen, you write it down, and you do the same thing 10 times. And if 10 people tell you, we don't have this problem, then you need a new hypothesis, basically. So let's move on. Why is my presentation not working? You are editing. No, I'm done. So gathering actionable insights. We have to see, okay, is there any pain point everyone is mentioning? Write it down. Prioritize it. How important is it for you to solve it? We can ask this as a follow-up question or even inside the call. We can also check our offering. So in this solar panel case, the head of sustainability, they told us, look, electricity is just one part of sustainability, but we also need to look at gas, at water. So we would need a platform that includes all of them. And now it's up to you to decide, do I really want to, develop a product like this, or do I want to focus on the solar part of things? And maybe it's just a different problem. So for us, we talked to so many people, we created many new hypotheses, and in the end, it turns out that the project management between the company that is, acquiring the deals for the solar installation and the company that is actually installing them, it's a mess to coordinate them. So the biggest value lies in this project management part of it. So we need to focus on the project management part. And that's how, we came up with the hypothesis, how we verified it, and how we prioritized the needs. And everyone told us the same. There are not many people installing it. It's a mess. Things, get wrong, and we need to focus on it. That's how we can do it. Leveraging customer relationships, it's also a good one. If you already started, if you already have customers, ask them, why did you choose us? Why not a competitor? Write it down. And this is really, really crucial. And then look, how can we amplify those customers we already have? What do they have in common? It's really, really good. Go inside your CRM, go inside HubSpot. If you don't use it, you can use HubSpot for free. Look at those people. What are they doing? How big is the company? Define the ICPs. Look for patterns. Really, really important. And then you can also ask them, conduct customer interviews. This is really, really, really good one. Ask them, what would be the ideal situation you would like to have? What tools, what outcome? Ask them. And also do this on a regular basis to maintain the momentum and always keep iterating. A really good way to do it is if you have a SaaS business or anything, is to just offer a support chat or like an NPS survey, something like that, to really get to know things in real time and update them and maintain basically the momentum. So let's move a step back. You defined your hypothesis. That's what you need to do. Identify the ICP. You can do all those things in one as well. Then do the interviews. The best way, calling. Lucia is a good way to get the numbers. Call them, Lucia. Second way, I would say, is LinkedIn. You can also record the video message. Really good one. Through your camera roll on mobile, you can create the video roll, the video, send it. Third one is email. Yeah, I mean, you can do this as well, but kind of sucks. And for LinkedIn, just I forgot to mention, you can use Sales Navigator. I think the first month is free, where you can define the ICP. You can select like the filters and stuff, or you can just type it in the search bar. If you use it for free, it will also work in the beginning. We don't have to make things too complicated. So the fourth thing is gather the insights, analyze, talk to your customers, and then really crunch the numbers basically. So this is kind of boring, but if you have the data, it's cool. And yeah, putting it all together, we have done everything. We have validated our idea. If we know, okay, this works, people have this need, we move on to the second part, which I can already spoil, is creating a landing page. Not the product, not nothing. We just create the landing page and focus on the messaging. How do our customers talk? What is the problem? Write everything down and create a wait list. It doesn't have to be a wait list. You can also, just do it like that. But if we create the wait list, we will get the email addresses to start launching. And this is really important. So let's move on to the next video. Thanks for listening. I hope it helps. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe. As I said, this will be the start of a big free course for B2B marketing and sales, which will be state of the art, I'm promising you, because why not? I will offer it for free and see how the B2B landscape evolves, because I don't think anyone is offering that much free content. There are some people, but it's very specific. So for instance, if you are into outbound, you can look at Eric Novoslavsky, really love his content. But yeah, I will mention all of this in the later courses, so feel free, lean back, but don't lean back too much, because you need to take action. Don't forget that. Bye bye.